Hello everyone. In the series of the videos of second chapter of geography book Physical Features of India, I am here with a new video. So far we have learned the factors responsible for the different geographical forms of the earth, the theory of plate tectonics and the classification of Himalaya as well as the northern plains of India. Today in this video we are going to discuss differences between the Western Ghat and the Eastern Ghat. The Western Ghats. The Western Ghats are also known as Sahyadri in certain parts of India, especially in Maharashtra. The Western Ghats are known as Sahyadri. The Western Ghats run parallel to the western coast of India since they are continuous without any major break. Hence, it is very difficult to pass through them. Although these difficulties had been reduced in the present time due to the advanced transport technology. In the olden days, definitely it was a huge task to pass the Ghats and get onto the opposite side. The Western Ghats do have passes such as Bhor Ghat, Pal Ghat and Thal Ghat, which makes it possible to travel through the Western Ghat. Most of the peninsular rivers drain into the Bay of Bengal have their origin point in the Western Ghats. Important rivers such as the Tungbhadra, the Krishna, the Godavari have their origin point in the Western Ghat. It must be noted that the Western Ghats of India play a very important role in the distribution of monsoon rainfall on the western border of India. About monsoon and rain we will discuss in chapter 4 climate. It causes the orographic rainfall due to which the windward side of the monsoon receive a lot of rainfall. However, the leeward side remains dry. In this photo we can see that this is Western Ghat and this dark color represent the windward side and this light color white color represent the leeward side. Windward side is that side which receive heavy rainfall and leeward side is that side which receive less rainfall or remain dry due to the height of this Western Ghat. The Western Ghat have evergreen forest. However, the main crop is coffee. The highest peak in the Western Ghat is Anamudi and its elevation is 2695 meters or we can say 8842 feet. It is also known as Everest of South India. Important point. Which peak is also known as Everest of South India? Anamadai Hills is also known as Everest of South India. And the term Anamadai means elephant's head. It is located at the border of Ernakulam and the Idukki district of Kerala. Now the Eastern Ghats. The Eastern Ghats run parallel to the eastern coastal plains of India. Unlike the Western Ghats, they are discontinuous in nature and dissected by the rivers that drain into the Bay of Bengal. As discussed above, most of these rivers have their origin in the Western Ghat. It must be noted that Eastern Ghats are lower in elevation than the Western Ghat. It means the height of Eastern Ghat is lower than the Western Ghat. The highest peak of Eastern Ghat is Jingada peaks, which have height of 1690 meters. It is also known as Armakonda or the Sitamma Konda. Mahendragiri peak is an important peak of Eastern Ghat and it have height of 1501 meters. The differences in the elevation level of the highest peak in both the Ghats can also be compared. The Jingada of the Eastern Ghat have 1690 meters and the Anamadai, the highest peak of Western Ghat, have 2695 meters height. This gives us a fair idea of the differences in the elevation levels of the hills of the both the Ghats. Now we can distinguish Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat like this. Western Ghat stretches from the Tapi river to Kanyakumari, while the Eastern Ghat stretches from the Mahanadi valley to the Nilgiris in the south. Average breadth of the Western Ghat is 50 to 80 kilometers, while the Eastern Ghat have 100 to 200 kilometers. Most of the peninsular rivers have their origin in the Western Ghat. No major river originate in the Eastern Ghat. Western Ghat are continuous and can be crossed through passes only. Eastern Ghat compare of the discontinuous and the low hills. Average elevation of the Western Ghat is 900 to 1600 meters. Average elevation of the Eastern Ghat is about 600 meters from the sea level. Highest peak of the Western Ghat is Anamade Hills, and height of Anamade Hills is 2695 meters, and highest peak of Eastern Ghat is Jingada Peak, which have height of 1690 meters. Western Ghats receive orographic type of the rainfall, southwest monsoon coming from the Arabian Sea and causes heavy rainfall. Eastern Ghat lies almost parallel to the monsoon coming from the Bay of Bengal and does not cause much rainfall. Western Ghat are locally known by the different names such as Sahyadri in the Maharashtra, Nilgiri Hills in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, and Anamalai Hills and Cardamom Hills in Kerala. Eastern Ghat have some local names also like Malia and the Mudugola Konda ranges in the Odisha, Nallamalai and Pakkonda ranges in the Andhra Pradesh. Southward they are present as the distinct low hills like Javedi, Shevarai, Panchmalai, Sirumalai and Varusanar. So today in this video we learn about the differences of the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Further part of this chapter we will discuss in the next video. Hope this video will help you in understanding your lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day everyone.